Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. The title of this video suggests we're discussing domestic flights in Thailand, and we're discussing vaccinations associated therewith. So what are we talking about here specifically? Well, I've had a lot of correspondence of people who are really misunderstanding what's going on here. There has been some announcements, but in my opinion, it's I kind of shrugged my shoulders at it when I heard it. In a real sense, I'm a little bit, I don't know, perturbed with some members of the press or some elements of the press out there for kind of, I won't say misrepresenting anything, that's really not the case, but it just seems like coverage of some of this stuff is a little bit warped. And I'll explain why I say this. So I've had a lot of people contact me. They've said, hey, now you have to be vaccinated to fly domestically in Thailand. And best of my knowledge, that doesn't appear to be the case. Let me explain. A recent article from ASEAN Now, that's ASEANnow.com, article is titled, Only Fully Vaccinated or COVID-19 Negative Passengers Allowed to Take Flights in Thailand. Quoting directly, people wishing to take a flight in Thailand will need to be fully vaccinated or provide a negative COVID-19 test result no more than 72 hours before they are due to fly. The Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration, CCSA, has confirmed. Fully vaccinated is deemed as having received 2 doses of a vaccine approved for use in Thailand, with the exception of the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. For those who are not fully vaccinated, they will need to show a negative test result from either an ATK or PCR test no more than 72 hours before flying. I want to state this again. For those who are not fully vaccinated, they will need to show a negative test result from either an ATK or PCR test no more than 72 hours before flying. Well, that's been the case since the emergency decree began, as far as I know, and especially this last year. So yeah, there seems to be this misconception out there, vaccination is a requirement to fly domestically. No, COVID testing, negative test, is required to fly domestically if you haven't already been vaccinated. So that's where it's at. And in my mind, if anything, it's just created more options because the vaccinated can now fly, whereas before everybody had to do a COVID test. That was how I thought it worked in the past. So that's where we're at with respect to that overall issue. We'll certainly keep you updated on this channel as the situation evolves.